Yo, yo. Welcome to the Signet / trophy farming. Actually, let me update my... There we go. Update my title. In before, Also, I am live, right? Okay, cool, I am. In before, YouTube screws up somehow. So, what am I gonna farm? I'm gonna farm... Yay. So the Ubers I'm gonna farm trophies for are Legacy of Blood and Quavsin, because they're super easy. Also, what the hell is this minus seconds on the elapsed time for YouTube? I don't like that at all. Alright. So now, according to YouTube, the timer has officially started, so hopefully we can get some people in here. So let me reveal this map. And I know people are going to say, well, if you want to Signet farm, why not just do Neolithok and nothing else? Yeah, that's true, I could do that, but I do want LOB trophy. Which gives... It used to give 15% total character defense. Now it actually gives 20, so it's been buffed a little bit. And also, Quavsin's trophy has been buffed, and now gives 10%, or 10% extra spell damage as opposed to the 8 that it used to give. Also, I'm about to die. And he's dead, and there's no trophy. Fragment. Now, off-screen, I went to try and get a +2 Paladin bone pile, which I finally did after however many attempts. And I actually got 2 Quavsin fragments already just from that. So, yeah. There is a good possibility I'll get the trophy this stream. Also, let me pick this up real quick. Quavsin is literally no threat because his spells actually heal me instead of hurting me. The only thing that could kill me is his Bone Nova, which I need to be careful of. And I can kill him really fast. Yeah. Keep in mind, this is without anti-Quavsin gear. Normally I have to use anti-Quavsin gear to even come close to surviving them. Here I don't need it. And I'm also going to check out the Silver Seals of Ure that drop. Oh. I guess I'll do Quavsin first, and then Bartuk. And I still do need to... hit breakpoints and farm good jewels for my gear, for my sockets. Hopefully we get some people in the chat soon. Whoa. The only way I'm going to stop picking these up is if I get like a plus 20 to strength, dex, and energy, and with like 29 or 30 energy factor. Hello, Gradient. Hello, Slevin Kalevra. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. You're multitasking StarCraft. Nice. Speaking of StarCraft, I have thought about playing the Legacy of the Confederation campaign. Oh, alright, I'm glad I got the name right. What is your question? I could use some questions / talking points during this. Lightning resist is okay. I mean, pierce, rather. Now I hear that already my heatsink fan is doing its obnoxious bullshit. I really do need to either fix that or get a new fan. Something. Alright, let's see. Expo to and hit a type of a wall and damage. What should you be MOing to help damage? Well, for one, enhanced damage, Mystic Orbs, obviously. And if you have some room, EWD would be probably the best. But ED for sure. Especially if it's a rune word. If it's a rune word you're going after, make sure you get the oil of luck to work on a good one. And get a good base for your rune word, of course. Best shrines to use for crossbow. I'm not the best person to go to for crafting, but I hear intimidating shrines are really good. Although, if your RNG is anything like mine, you'll probably have to use weird crafts to get a good amount of base damage. So, weird is like the best for just quick ED and not much else. Although, as I said, I hear intimidating shrines can be decent. But make sure you have attack rating. Since crossbow's strength based off strength and not dexterity, so you don't want to be pumping a whole bunch of points into dexterity for good attack rating. Even using creepy. Creepy's okay. There's nothing particularly wrong with creepy crafts. Because at least that buffs strength. Although you do want to use a base with good enhanced damage. Also, preferably, ideally you would want a good on kill or on striking proc, like Shower of Rocks on kill, ATMG Sentry on kill, although that's not as powerful as it once was. Trying to think. I think there's more on striking procs that are useful. I don't remember what they are offhand. Yeah, the SOR on kill will definitely help with farming, if you want to go with farming. Also, hopefully nobody minds that Quaffsin is really dull, because there's literally no chance I can lose unless I get careless. Do red portals have a chance at dropping something unique? Red portals? You mean like which ones are you referring to? I mean, the ones that lead to Uber bosses obviously do, because of charms. Or do you mean like the ones to Abaddon in Act 5? Because if those are the ones you're referring to, then yeah, they can drop the Oil of Conjuration. Act 5 portals and Elite Zones. Yep, they drop Oils of Conjuration, which have you can Mystic Orb with a weapon, and it has a 40% chance to give an extra 10% spell damage. So, if you're doing Crossbow Necro, there's no real point. It's really only a caster only thing. Though you could get SUs from there. If for some reason you can't farm cow level, or I'm trying to think what else you would farm at 110. Or Island of the Sunless Sea, then I think Elite Zones would be fine for SU farming, but I would recommend getting good enough for at least Tranathala and Kuras 3000, since they have a much higher chance of dropping SUs. So, long story short, unless you're a caster, no, they don't drop anything of value. Okay. Yeah. Ah. Ah. Let's try. Really? Wow. Start Expo Necro because Neutral Den got walled. Neutral to 12-15 vessel damage, can't kill his elemental. What, you mean the Cabraxis? You mean Cabraxis Ultra Elemental? Yeah, that thing is kind of a piece of garbage. Just because, I mean, you have to get so close to him, and his broadside will absolutely massacre you at close distance. I mean, I had trouble with that as Tree Warden. At least you can kill all the elementals without having to spec for each element. I mean, like, that would have been horrible doing that with the Javazon. Have I seen Diablo 4 stuff yet? My brother sent me a link to some the Diablo 4. I think it's the trailer. I have to look at that at some point. But no, I haven't seen it yet. I've also actually started a neutral din on the single player just to test it out, because I am kind of curious if that build can still farm really fast, and if it can, I might respec to it if I have spare Belladonnas just to get some farming, just to farm quicker. Not to say that this build can't do it quick, but still. Duncraig. Does it do Tegonzi as well? I know for a fact it used to, because I do remember neutral dins would come into multiplayer games with my crossbow necro playthrough and just literally run through the place as if nothing's there. Like, I'm mostly concerned about Duncraig, maybe Tegonzi, and Fostonville. Everything else I don't care. Alright. Now, I probably should be doing Neolithok runs in between here, because I'm still only at 170 signets almost out of 400, which I need to improve and put points into energy for. Does Neutral Din still have buffs you have to cast every 8 seconds? Sacred Armor and not Euphoria. Demiurge is increased to 20 seconds. But yeah, you still do have to do buffs every 30 seconds. And I know it got nerfed because they nerfed Sacred Armor They nerfed Sacred Armor's regen, but eh. Kinda sucks playing on multiplayer, or single player playing by yourself. Yeah, that's why I'm still playing Sin War, and why I might continue to play Sin War even if they add stash pages. Come on, give me a fragment, please. Nope, no fragment today. By the way, I know I've said this before, but boy am I glad they added a waypoint to Caldium. And Trojan Jungles even more so. Although Trojan Jungles is a little bit more unfortunate since they well, they didn't remove the Akarat trophy, they just moved it to Volthex area. Playing a Pally once in a while, I never could do the sheer number of buffs to keep track of. Well, that's true, but At least now we have a little indicator telling you what buffs are active. Although Unholy Caster here doesn't have very many to keep track of. It's just Demiurge, or Euphoria, or Rapture, depending on how much Pierce you have without Euphoria. And if you need Scourges, which I do at this point. And Super Beast, which lasts 10 minutes. And Tainted Blood, which lasts 10 minutes, so... Like you said, yeah, Unholy not as often as Holy. Oh yeah, 10-second Solar Flare. And the only item in the game that buffs the duration of that is garbage. Well, since I'm here, I may as well do Quaffsin. Really? Damn it. That's embarrassing. Yeah, Kentril Dummin is harder than QT for this build. Like, way harder. Also, I think I just found Witch Hunter's Hood again. Yes. I think I found the body armor and the cap for that set in literally the past 20 minutes of the stream. So I feel part of the reason I'm doing this, and I'm not going to say that this will resolve all my problems by any means. Like, A, I promise I'd do this, and B, I feel I've hit a wall with this build as far as what Ubers I can do at the moment. Because Zaxix I'm having trouble with, Belial I'm having trouble with. I can do Yashari, but I don't want to do that just yet. Even though it is easy. I'm gonna have to get a couple of Oils of Renewal, or Belladonna potions together before I can attempt, and farming, before I can attempt Atana Khan, and even then I'm gonna want to get some trophies ready for her. Probably the COV trophy. Speaking of which, I probably should be doing COV here too. Because at this point, it should not be difficult. I have nowhere to put this. Hang on. Someone in the chat room say something real quick. I want to test and see if my chat box is dead. Because like every 30 to 40 minutes, currently I'm on Firefox, by the way. Okay, thank you. It just dies and doesn't update. Yep, I see. Alright, I see it. And I have to close out of the YouTube tab, or I have to close out of Firefox and reopen it. This wasn't a problem before. I still have yet to uninstall and reinstall Firefox. I don't know if that would help or not, or if it's even a browser problem. Alright. How much my level? 127. UHC Pal use same gear as Neutral Din. No. No, for that you focus more on lightning spell damage. You don't really focus on Fizz magical spell damage, unless you want to max Slayers, but you can't get any Pierce with Slayer, unlike with Mind Flay. So, yeah, you focus more on actually casting. And you need to focus more on hit recovery, since Super Beast's hit recovery is complete garbage. Whereas Neutral Din, you don't really focus on cast rate or hit recovery that much. And you focus more on Fizz magical damage. Maybe summon life if you want to go that route. Some Ubers, that would be really useful to have tanky summons, but for pure farming, no, you don't do that. Again, I've not played very far into Neutral Din, so I can't say for certain. No, my Paladin's on Realm. Or, unless you're referring to the Neutral Din. If you're referring to Neutral Din, then yeah, that one's on single player. Oh, nice! Large Signet of Learning. That's free 5 stat points right there. Also, I'm doing this for Signet farming at the moment because this is more interesting than Neolathok, I think. Yeah, I haven't gotten far enough into Neutral Din to really have that problem. Although I hear Belladonna's drop more frequently in Realm on SP than Realm. K3K for Signets. Yeah, but I already have a perfect hammer, so I don't really. Well, actually, I probably should farm there anyway, just for. I probably should farm there anyway, just for. Shrines, because I still do need a good ornate crafted bone breaker. Where? What? Okay, there it is. Okay, no good there. No good there. No. Way to craft quivers and bolts? No, unfortunately there isn't. In Ultimatum, you used to be able to re-roll rares, which was nice. Oh, speaking of nice, more hit recovery. I need, I probably shouldn't be doing this right now without Rapture, but I need 200 total hit recovery to hit the to hit a reasonable breakpoint for Super Beast hit recovery. Yeah, we do need a way to disenchant the set amulets, I agree. Or here's what we need even more. We need a way to we need a way to make the tier unique ring or amulet that you want. Just so people can actually, you know, make the Athila's Oracle or the Tegonzi pendant that people want, instead of shitty-ass Hangman or whatever else. Oh, well, there's a rare there's a rare Bone Breaker. Too bad I had to waste a Charcy imbue for this, but... Well, earlier, but... Oh well, I'll keep it around. Also, this one, wait. Whatever. Oh, I've tested... I got this whole set, and it's kind of bad at the moment. Although I haven't MO'd it with ED yet. Or lightning spell damage. Let's see, did I do Quasin first? This time, I don't remember. Yeah, they really don't craft very well at all. And, like, that wasn't so much of a problem before, because back in the past, you could Signet, you could use this, you could Signet unwanted unique rings and amulets. But you can't do that anymore. That's something they should bring back too. How are the Ubers going? Today I finally got a +2 Paladin bone pile. It took way longer than it should have. But I finally did that. And I've kind of hit a wall. So I need to get more signets and better gear. And also a few trophies would be nice. And I haven't really done Yashari yet either, which that one's gonna be pretty simple. How do I face tank Quav? Well, I'm a Paladin, obviously. I have Blessed Life, which as a druid, obviously you're not gonna have, and you need to MO garbage rings and amulets with flat physical damage. I think his beam, and you want to stack your elemental resistances as high as possible. I don't have that problem since I'm a Paladin. But, whoops, clicking outside the window. You want the top spin helmet or Witch Hunter's Hood if you can get Witch Hunter's Hood instead. Because Witch Hunter's Hood is way better for most builds, unless you're a caster. You want to get Ice Shell, and you want to get Wheel of Fortune. And then socket everything with Bloodstones, Onyxes, and Ambers. To get your Fire, Lightning, Cold resist up to 90 without neglecting your physical damage reduction. But because I'm Paladin and I already have the physical resistance covered, and I have % damage reduction on top of the flat damage reduction, and Tainted Blood and Vindicate both heal to such a degree that he can't do anything to me. In fact, his spells actually heal me. Literally the only thing that can kill me is his Bone Nova, which did happen earlier. Although that was at least post-mortem, so not like I had to take longer to kill him. Oh boy, I got set boots. I'm gonna guess Vision's Progress. Ah, another one of these. Okay. Let me test this out. Okay, so this one can go. This one can go to Purgatory. Also, assassins have an advantage with Prismatic Cloak giving flat damage reduction. And on top of that, they also have Perfect Being, which of course gives a chance to avoid. And as a Trap Sin, you get 3% more Max Fire, Lightning, Cold resist from Subterfuge, I think. Oh, I can't quite reach him. Have I done Kingdom of Shadow? Yes, I have. In the last segment that I uploaded, I did that actually first try. It was technically second try because I tried it once off screen and died at the bridge. But yeah, Kingdom of Shadow isn't too hard on this build. You just gotta keep your scourges up at all times, and be careful with approaching Maze's Eidolons and Dark Wardens. Juris Khan melts super quick when you have 4 beams. And my gear is still garbage, so yeah, Kingdom of Shadow, not too hard, and I did it. Now, had I not respect from the Rapture Tree, I probably would not be able to do it, because, like, the Judgment Day upgrade literally required me to use Scourges. And I'm glad I went down that tree because of the damage boost from Euphoria. Yeah, I did all the 120s. As far as stuff I have left to do, I have Belial. Let's see, Belial, Yashari, Zaxix, Atanikon, and Giowa. I might be missing one in there, but I think that's all I have to do for the 125s. And Zaxix, I just need to get more health, better resistances, well, better cold resistance specifically, and more damage. More damage above all else. Don't be standing in his thing, Imabobber. Yashari with... Wait, they buffed Bale? How... Wait, why did I pick that up? Also, wait, was this the literal worst roll I could have gotten? Oh, no, it wasn't. I mean, they probably did, but... Oh, wait, yeah, that's right. They did buff Bale a little bit. Well, if he's not going to run away like a bitch, like he did with the Boazon playthrough, then I don't think that would be too much of a problem. Not like when I rage quit during the Fortress Barb, which I still regret doing that. I should have tried harder to kill him on that playthrough. Speaking of which, I also should have tried Cabraxis and Witch with that build. Oh yeah, and I haven't attempted Labyrinth yet. Oh yeah, and I also haven't quote-unquote need to do Giowa, which I hate the Umbaru treasure. Oh yeah, and I never actually showed off Zargal's Shadow. That thing is just a complete piece of garbage. I hate it. But I don't normally bother with Umbaru's treasure, because when I tried it with Crossbow Necro, I kept getting fucked with the RNG rolls. And I've grown to hate farming Tegonzi, so after like 3 Umbaru treasures of getting RNG shafted on stats, I just said fuck it, and I'm not doing it. And I know I've said this quite a few times, but if they revert it back to the way it was, where you used gems to upgrade Umbaru treasure, I would be more willing to do Giowa. But until that point, no. Speaking of which, I should... Although something else I would be willing to do is farm Triune for cycles and the potential golden cycle. Yeah, I'm getting lucky with large signets, which is amazing given my luck. Okay, Okay, I knew I should have moved there. I'm probably gonna get locked out. Oh shit, I didn't. Where's Bartuk? Okay. Yeah, just don't be dumb like me and I'll be fine. And you should be fine with farming his charm, or his trophy rather. So I started the stream with like 170 and now I'm already up to 190. Nah. Plop. Just give that. Is that? The relief of getting Jatan's Gate is amazing. Yeah, I'll say it is. How's it going? I haven't gotten any fragments yet, but this has been going pretty well. For those of you who have been subscribed to me for a long time, do you remember, I think it was the Fortress Bard playthrough again, where I went into Void, got killed, and I just said, I briefly said, this Uber sucks ass and I'm not doing it. Well, I think I'm about to come... I think once I get at least most of the 125's Ubers done and get better gear together, I'm going to be contradicting myself again, because I think I will do Void on every playthrough from now on. Or at least attempt it. Although, sadly, the +2 to all skills can no longer happen with the upgrade. So what they did, and I can't believe they were dumb enough to do this. Try Dimensional Labyrinth boss. Yeah, if I get... I'll try. If I even get there. Because like, I still have to go to tier 15 to even see the boss, and that is no easy feat. But, the 50% spell damage is really freaking sweet. And would be worth doing if I could do it. If I build up enough and actually do well, sure, I'll try the boss. I would actually like to see it in action as well. Hello? Why was I not tanking him there? Rathma that drops the trophy shards. I assume... Actually, let me check. Because if there's multiple bosses, the chance to drop fragments is lowered for each boss. Also, I think I'm going to need to reset my... Or close and reopen my Firefox tab. 4% chance. I think either of them can drop it. But because Rathma takes so damn long to kill without Mendlin around, you really want to try doing the upgrade strategy. But yeah, as I was saying with that, it used to have a 50% chance to give +2 to all skills. They removed one of the plus skills and moved it to the trophy. It's really... Yeah, I'm not a fan of that at all. So now the upgrade can only give +1 to all skills and the teleport O skill. Yeah, I'll say. When I said who the fuck would farm this for the trophy, that was before I realized that they actually removed one of the plus skills and moved it there. I used to not be such a fan of Chrome, but having to use another computer with Firefox, with the passwords not updating, I've grown to enjoy using Chrome for browsing, but I don't know. I thought of trying streaming with it, see if my heatsink fan does the loud garbage that it's doing, and if the YouTube chat boxes will be stable under Chrome. But I just haven't yet. Also, yeah, I have drop notifiers for jewels now. I am picking up rare amulets and rings. That one's garbage. Okay. Oh, whoops. Caldium. I must point out, when I was trying to farm Kingdom of Shadow for a +2 Paladin skills bone pile, I got 2 fragments off Quaffsin back to back. It was kind of nice, to say the least. Let me just okay. Okay, hold on. 17 plus 19 plus 18. That is... Nah, this thing's inferior. Okay, I'm gonna bring back my dashboard. Oh, and a few frames dropped, but that's okay. Alright, got it. Thank you, Chuddy. Love how the Akarat... Yeah. Yeah, I also love how they moved Akarat to, Volthek. For absolutely no reason other than just, oh, let's deny people a +5 extra life and mana for some reason. They did the same thing with Primus and Jatan, moving it to Zaxix and Belial, respectively. Although, they did buff those a little bit. It went from 10% uninterruptible to 15, and 25 EWD to 30, respectively, but still. And could I kill those trees with the build and ultimative? They probably would have had a fucking heroic shield, because like you mentioned, they got buffed or nerfed in Sigma, but they got nerfed before that in 2017. I want to say it's 1.2 or 1.3 they nerfed Tree Wardens. Because, like, if you go back and watch, I think it was the Holy Melee Paladin playthrough, I was, like, with how OP that was back then, it was all I could do to kill them. And in Ultimative, they probably would have had a fucking heroic shield upon buffing themselves with the, as I like to call it, the I can't die buff. Although if it didn't have a heroic shield, yeah, killing them would have been extremely easy because it was way more strong in Ultimative since I think everything gave like double spell damage, and everything that gave minus enemy resistance gave a lot more minus enemy resistance. Like, High to the Basilisk, for example, it now gives minus 35, I think, minus enemy lightning resistance. It used to give minus 50. Queen of Glass that I'm wearing now gives up to 20% minus enemy resistances. It used to give up to minus 40 back in those days. And you could purchase minus enemy resistance Mystic Orbs, and they would only increase your level by 2 as opposed to 4, and you could fit 10 of one type on an item. And Crafts had the double Mystic Orb effect, so you could very easily get minus 30 minus enemy whatever resistance just on that alone. Thank you, V. By one of these builds, you mean Unholy Caster? Some big Mystic Orbs. There were unique Mystic Orbs, but those exist. Those still exist. Although some of them got nerfed. Yeah, I missed the double MO on Crafts too. Although, I must point out, in Ultimative, like, they would not always give you what they give you now. Like, what I mean by that is this. You know how on, let's just say Abandoned Crafts, which now always give flat dexterity, bonus dexterity, and bonus attack rating. Well, in Ultimative, they had like a 50% chance of giving one of those attributes, and then I think 25 for the other two. So, in order to get a good craft, it was a lot more time-consuming and obnoxious back then. That changed with 2017, though. Also, another thing that you had to worry about in Ultimative, if you were farming areas like Duncraig, you had to retrieve your corpse. Maybe a legacy playthrough of Ultimative. Dude, if I had OBS on a separate computer, I would totally do one for Ultimative. And I'd probably do the, I'd probably try a Reanimator Necro, which is a build that has been long dead for quite some time. Just so you guys could truly see how awesome that build used to be. If you got the right gear and got the right reanimates. But I think I'd have to roll back. I think I'd have to do a fresh install of D2. Play through Ultimative again and play through that. I don't really want to do that. I do remember Fostonville, even on Nightmare difficulty, was fairly hard. Although, back then I used to try making the Chuck Norris mini guide builds work, not realizing, of course, that they were twinked to hell. So, yeah, it wasn't the smartest idea. No info of them left now. For the Omega, actually, hold on. I know there's the Mods by Laz URL, which might not exist anymore. And the old Ultimative archives are still on, are still up somewhere. But yeah, like you said, there's no legacy information that's easily available. Okay, 29, okay. I did do Legacy, right? Yeah, I did. Come on. There we go. Oh, shit! Fuck! No, come on. Oh, thank God. Come on. Just summon shit. I was gonna say, yeah, that... By old page, you mean mods by Laz? Yeah, there really isn't a lot to see there. Ooh. I should probably have buffed up my fire resistance for that. Although the fact that I'm dying at all in LOB is, at this point, is kind of sad. Like, in Ultimative, it had the, whatever it was, the Jade figurine at the beginning that said about checking out mods by Laz, which even at that time was outdated, and that was in XVI. Yeah, and I had to find the documents on the forums to get a more up-to-date version. Because, like, the mods by Laz page had Vizgen's difficulty listed as impossible, had no mention of the Startled Witch, no mention of Aldi, no mention of the Void, no mention of Zorunzen, the Marco Necro X fight, which used to exist, no Cabraxis, no Athala, yeah, all of which did exist in XVI. And there was no indication of level challenge 0, which is that, for those of you old-timers, the thing where you had to summon Volthek, or not Volthek, Volrath, once you hit level 5, and you had to avoid the death projector beam using whatever you could, and kill the statues using whatever you could, and then killing Volrath. So I had to redo a whole playthrough because I found out I missed that. Those are good times, though. The problem I had, really, with level challenge 0, on top of there being no indication that you were even able to do it, was with certain builds, it was like you had to spec a certain way in order to do it quickly, and then you'd have to respec into whatever for the rest of the game unless you were going that way anyway. Yeah, I know there's documentation saved for Ultimative. In fact, I think I posted a link to the old Triune documents on one of my videos. I think for the Thorn Warden playthrough, I talked about the old document information, because they don't have the new current cycles on the forums for some reason. And I posted a link to that in the description. Yeah, you could make belladonnas, yeah. Yeah, just buy an oil of renewal, which costs, I think, 900 gold, and cube it with any rune to make yourself a belladonna elixir. So you could, and back then, you can just bring any garbage, rare or magic item to any vendor, and they would pay you 500,000 gold for it. So long story short, belladonnas were pretty much literally free, and you can make it and respec an infinite number of times. Which, if you're doing physical damage builds, was literally necessary for heroic shields. What? Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you could buy catalysts. Although, to be fair, hearts from... Oh, yeah, the sacrificial hearts you needed to do the Black Road challenge. And I think... And for making honorifics. Yeah, I miss making honorifics from Act 1. And there's the third and final Quavston fragment I need. So, let's see what this silver seal does. Okay, so I got my third one. Before we make that, I'm going to, I'm going to see if I can roll a good jewel here. Actually, what are my hit recovery breakpoints? 155, okay. I need another 3 plus 15s to hit 200. Oh. What? Oh, my Zod rune. Okay, at this point I'm going to want to throw this out, because this is no good anymore. See if I can get maybe... Yeah, this needs to be thrown out. It's no good. What an amazing quality of life upgrade this was. Being able to right click on a vessel and get all of your freaking shrines into it automatically. Oh. So anyway, Quavston, Quaffsin. And... oh, that's right. You have to cube the fragments. Then give Quaffsin. And, oh, that was a nice improvement of damage. Trojan Jungles. I could also farm Duncraig Trophy for an extra 10% movement speeds if I really want to. In the meantime, I could maybe get some good SUs. Now, if I was trying real hard to get LOB trophy and nothing else, I would just try and warp past all this stuff. I would kind of like to get the Vizgen trophy, but currently there's no way I can do that because I'm way too fragile for that. It would take me way too long. No, teleport. Okay. And for those of you who are still using the... how many runs of TA did it take? Oh my god. Don't talk to me. Just shut the fuck up about Tranathela runs right now. The answer is way too motherfucking many. That's how many it took. Ugh. I got to level 126 just from farming Tranathela. That's how long it took. And that's no exaggeration. I did like no Duncraig runs. And the worst part is, I didn't even get any good SUs from it. Like, if I had gotten... well, I can't get high to the Basilisk. They doubled the rarity of the trophy. Mathematically, they did. Because, like, it's 3% chance for each of them to drop a fragment, but you have to get 3 fragments. So it's 1 out of 33, plus another 1 out of 33... plus another 1 out of 33, as opposed to just... you know, 1 out of 50. Which is what 2% is. I know. And the patch notes say, bosses with Ubers with multiple bosses have slightly decreased trophy chances. Fuck you, documents. You lie. It is not slightly. When you have to get 3 of them and you raise it only by 1% from the trophy base, that ain't slightly decreased. That's terrible. Though, as Destruction 167 on YouTube, known as Dave M, pointed out, it is still better than running the pits in vanilla D2 for like 5 months at a time, and hoping to get a good base. And no fragment. I'm not gonna lie, I actually thought... I think I mentioned this in the latest segment I did, but... I did think a Stroga was gonna be, like, either completely impossible or literally impossible on this build, and it really wasn't. Although as much as I hate to say this, I probably will end up farming that boss just for a better roll, because... where is it? Yeah, 221 to life. That is a bad roll. And in the segment where I killed him, I got a 158 life roll, which... Ugh. That's probably the worst roll of... That's probably the worst roll that I've ever gotten off of him. Jatan's came on, had triple elemental. Oh, yeah, he did. He did. He was way more... He was way harder. And in Ultimative, he used to cast Lifeblood and had, like, I think 90% chance to avoid or something like that. He had a chance to avoid, too. So, anytime his health would get near half, he would just use Lifeblood and heal himself back to full health again. And as we all know, the trophy was not, or the charm was not a guaranteed drop. It was allegedly 1 out of 6 chance. To the point where, as we're gonna go through this again, because I love bitching about this, I got the fucking trophy 3 times. 3 fucking times on the melee sorceress. Yeah, 10% chance for Crushing Blow and SOR on Deadfall. But yeah, I got the trophy 3 fucking times before getting a fucking Moon of the Spider and subsequently Teleport. And I just muled them over to the Throwing Barb and the extras to the Throw Barb and Holy Melee. And yeah, Deadfall is absolutely useless. Because Crushing Blow doesn't work on bosses. The Shower of Rocks isn't near as high as it used to be. It's... yeah. I mean, to be fair, if you were a melee build, no matter what type of build, you would use Deadfall, so... I am glad that people are actually forced to use other things. But yeah, Deadfall got nerfed to the ground. Oh, okay. I just read your comment, Pan, about Jatan's came on. And then that... I thought you were referring to the Jatan mobs for some reason. My bad. But yeah, Crushing Blow, yeah. No, I think a lot more people use other things other than Deadfall. I know I don't use Deadfall anymore. Like, for Fizz damage builds, especially strength ones, I normally go with Worm Tongue nowadays because it gives a nice increase to dexterity and attack rating. So is anyone still... So, has anyone played Melee Spears on since Sigma came out? I ask because I'm kind of curious how Curari is now that Lioness gives flat health synergy. And subsequently, you wouldn't necessarily have to be gridlocked into using Paragon. That's one that I have some interest in doing at some point. And also, is Totem Necro any good? Because recently someone asked me to do Totem Necro. And I don't know if it's... I know it got buffed, but I don't know if it's actually any good still. You got to 113. What, on melee spears on? Totem Necros and me. Yeah. Like, I remember when I tried a Totem Necro in Ultimative, I only got to, like, Terror difficulty and I gave up. Because back then I didn't know nearly as... I didn't have nearly as much knowledge on Median as I do now, and it was really squishy at the time. And they nerfed it since that point. Although I am willing to accept the fact that I probably did plenty of stuff wrong back then. Okay. I should probably be trying to mix I think the Discord's, like, beginner builds topic still lists Totem Necro as a good beginner-friendly build. Then someone else replied that that is complete horse shit. Oh, it had a minor defense nerf. Oh, ED nerf. Well, I think... Well, from Ultimative, everything had an ED nerf. Since they lowered the max values from 350 to 200. I mean, obviously, even back then, you could raise it well above that cap with MOs done correctly in rune words. Hell, that's how I got my Chthon rune word with, like, 525% ED back then, and Chthon didn't suck like it does now. Also, I am getting pretty railroad shafted into of not getting any fragments off this guy. I'm also not getting signets either. Why did they squish the numbers? Yeah, well, engine problems and the fact that they wanted to make it look more like... They wanted the numeric values to be more like vanilla D2. I mean, obviously the numbers are increased. Like my 6,000 Mind Flay damage, if I brought that to vanilla D2, obviously the game would be completely broken. But... the heroic shield mechanic was because of the numeric overflow that the certain bosses had, so they wanted to remove heroic shields. But they, like, I'm guessing they didn't want physical builds to be too strong, so they reworked everything. But I think it may have been engine problems too. Yeah, it goes way above and beyond the vanilla, and the farming is nowhere near as tedious. By that I mean no longer endlessly running... Well, if you grind it to 121, this is different, but no longer farming the pits for like 5 weeks straight or whatever. Why'd they remove Player's Aid on Sigma? Probably they changed the engine. That would be my guess. They changed the engine to accommodate for various things, I believe. Start of the game is way harder. I actually think the start of the game is easier than it used to be. I don't know, maybe it's just me though. Alright, please be a good ring here. I probably have not been picking up rings like I should have been. Also, where did that even appear? Oh, you know if this had been plus lightning spell and minus enemy lightning resistance, this would have been really good. But sadly, it isn't. It's just for curiosity's sake. Oh yeah, you did go. I used to. Did I go P8? Depended on the build. Like, certain builds you could very easily go players 8. Like the melee necro, once you got good gear. And other builds you couldn't really do that in the early game. Oh yeah, for sure you did. And this was especially easy to take off if you had an ability that could one-hit kill stuff. Like, or at least kill stuff quickly. Like Vessel of Retribution used to do this. Buckshot used to do this. Melee sorceresses used to do it. Yeah, Snake's Dance, Hyena Strike. There was quite a bit of crap back then that could one-hit kill stuff, even on players 8. Does anyone want this? Because I don't think anyone really plays Wolf Druid. But if anyone wants that, let me know. Like, in the comments after the stream's been archived. If I don't get any yeses within like 2-3 days, I'm signating that. Also, I think my chat's dead, or my chat box is dead again. So once I'm done with this run, I will I'll close out my Firefox tab and reopen it. I used to not do this. Used to not do this on streams. Oh, never mind. My chat's not dead. How are wolf druids now? I imagine they're still absolutely fucking terrible for leveling. You've been subscribed to me since the time I did. Oh, do I have thinking? Oh, was that thinking cap that just dropped? Hold on. I was about to get mad, but, it's gonna look like I'm doing less damage. Oh, significantly less. I mean, I could... Oh, shit! MO effects are doubled. Oh, hold on a second. I think I may have found a better item. Hold on, where's, I'm gonna try this now. Screw what I was saying earlier. Where the hell is oil at this junction? There it is. Alright, what does this do for damage? Okay, it looks like I do less damage, but this gives an extra 16% minus enemy lightning resistance. Now I do 111 lightning pierce instead of whatever it is without this. From 95 to 111. So that's going to count for a lot more damage. Anyway, as I was saying, Pan, you remember that one segment where I was dying literally every 30 seconds or less? Because it had no health. And I got a reanimate out of it, which is nice. Because it has no health resistant, or no total character defense, no flat life, no nothing. And you're going in melee. So, it was a struggle until you got to level 90 and got a life shield. And as far as I know, it still isn't the best quester. Oh, wait, here's the problem I didn't account for. I lose cast rate. Crap, do I have a... Okay, wait, that's not enough. Oh, frick, I don't have... Okay, now I don't have enough cast rate. Unless I just have a random shit one here that gives some cast rate. Oh, when did I pick this up? I just now noticed I had this. I am so stupid. I seriously did not know I had Black Dwarf until now. Okay, I really need to look through my inventory and see what I actually have in here. Actually, I think that roll's kind of bad, but... you know what? Anything was better than what I got. Oh, wait. I will accept that. That's like... I mean, if I got a better roll of that, or a good Terrasect roll, then that would be my endgame, that would be my endgame amulet right there. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, the Cabraxis one. Eh. Nah. I can always find another one of those. Let me just throw out this Taha rune here. Nah, I jest. I'm not that dumb. You just started Taroja. Good luck. With your Fire Lightning Sorceress. I hope for your sake that there's nothing that build can use from Taroja. Because if there is, then have fun farming Taroja for the next decade. In the hopes you get whatever rune you're looking for. Oh, what's my Pierce now? 115. That doesn't sound right. I feel I should have more with... I feel I should have more. I feel I should have more Lightning Pierce since I equipped this. Or, what was... Actually, I forget how much the other one gave for Lightning Pierce. Oh well. Oh, it's Taroja Jungles. Fight fire. Oh, you don't even have summons. Ugh. Yeah, Mind Flay does give 30 Pierce, but the stats calculator here does not count Mind Flay's Lightning Pierce into consideration. It only factors in what you have from gear and charms. So, the 115 is not including what Mind Flay is doing. With Mind Flay, it's 145 Lightning Pierce. And I need to bring that number up to 170 if I'm to do bosses. And if I'm to go really far end game and go like balls deep, then I would get it all the way up to 199 to hopefully kill Aldi and Sam. And Phobos and Demos. Like, in theory. Or the Pac-Man boss, if I even can do that. Come on, Bartuk. I think I got rid of that other amulet I had. Oh yeah, that one did have some pretty good pierce. Okay. Reopening my chat box again. Okay. Taroja Jungles. Oh, and I didn't actually miss anything. Yeah. Asmodan model a custom job? The old one was. I mean, actually, this one is too, but it's based off the Asmodan from Diablo 3. But yeah, it's a model custom to Diablo 2 anyway. Speaking of Asmodan, you guys think I should farm Asmodan trophy? I mean, it's not going to happen in this stream, obviously, but you think that's something I should inevitably do? The trophy gives 150 flat life and 150 mana, and as you know, I did Asmo Deathless back then, back when I had the Rapture tree, and did less damage because I didn't have Euphoria's Pierce. I mean, the only reason I don't farm it every time is because it's kind of time-consuming to go through. Now, old Asmodan, where he was literally in a one-room dungeon and you can kill him in less than 20 seconds upon hitting new game, especially with certain builds, then, yeah, that was extremely easy to trophy farm back in the day. You thought Asmodan area was too easy. You mean the current one? The current one is a lot easier than it used to be, I think. But certain builds, I had trouble with it, I remember. Come on, Bartuk, lower your... Thank you. Your damn immunity. Relative to all other content, it felt like a cakewalk. Maybe compared to 115's. Sure. I'm sure you guys remember, like, I'm sure some of you will remember when in 2017 1.1, when Holy Melee was ridiculously overpowered compared to all other Paladins, and Asmodan was in the one-room dungeon and he had, like, almost no health. You could literally just warp in there, jump on him with Colosseum, spam Divine Judgment on his face, and kill him in, like, 2 hits. And you can kill him, like, less than, or, like, 3-4 times in under a minute. At least it's not that easy anymore. Zep. Flat energy is nice, but other than that, eh. So much... Well, that actually gives a nice bit of ED. Okay. How long have I been doing this and I haven't gotten a single fragment off LOB? Isn't it supposed to be 7% chance for a fragment? I'm actually getting quite irritated at not having a single fragment. Yeah, better if it's new TA, uh-oh. I hope you're actually joking, because I was lucky enough, I assume you are, because I was lucky enough to get one, like, on first try earlier today. If it is, I'm just gonna stop farming right now, and I'm gonna go to Neolithok and get some and get some, things. Some signets off him. Okay, thank God. Although, I still love that. I still love how, despite how bad my RNG normally was, I still, like, nothing will ever beat getting not only, a perfect Soul of Cabraxis roll on my practice attempt, but also getting the damn Cabraxis trophy on my first try with Crossbow Necro. But not only that, but also getting the Judgment Day trophy on my first attempt on that build too, and getting the upgrade on my second try. Only because I didn't know how much of a douche Imperius was at the time. Like, no playthrough will ever beat that, as far as good Uber RNG is concerned. Too bad the reanimate wasn't anything good, but I can't have everything. Though imagine how much I would have freaked out if I had gotten Destroyer Shaman reanimate. That's, for those who don't know, that's the one that gives, I was gonna call it Lifeblood, but, Demon's Blood Aura. The Aldician trophy used to give that back in the day. And that was back when, it was a buggy shit show. And it wasn't guaranteed, either. It was a 0 to 1 chance if you cubed it with a sleep. Used to farm level challenge 0 for reanimate. I always just farmed it till I got a plus 10. A plus 10 all attributes. I didn't usually focus too much on reanimates back then, because I didn't realize how important they could be. Or how important they would be. Could that spawn with Destroyer Shaman? I forget. Boson Destroyer Shaman Glove. Nice. Remember when, I remember Bull Prince Rodeo's charm could spawn with reanimate back in the day. I forget when they removed that. I want to say they removed it in 1.1 2017, although it may have been 1.0. Yeah. Wait, without a single target skill? What? Wait, you didn't have Thunderstone or Flame Strike? Like, fly, sand, it didn't hit for much. Yeah. Bow Druid. I don't know. I hear Bow Druid is bad, but I do know Ben killed Sam with one. Though I forget if that was back when you could use minus monster defense per hit or not. And obviously the homing shot Nova was absolutely required for that. Alright, fire. Wrong element. Laughing Ghost still sucks. Oh. Such a shame. I remember trying that when I did that my Bow Druid playthrough a long time ago, and yeah, it was not good then. At least the helmet's cheap, though, right? Like, I remember with Crossbow Necro, I found like 2 or 3 of them. Ooh, Enchanted Shrine, nice. Well, my point with saying that is that it shouldn't be that hard to find if it's as... Oh, Hunter's Bow's Sacred. Is this... Let's see what this might be. Ah, another one of those. I would say, why didn't I find that as the Boazon, but I did actually find that as Boazon, I think. Too bad I never found, Witch Hunter's Hood. Too bad I didn't find the Rapid Worm Shot Bow. Or the Hell Reach. It's kind of sad that I never found those, but oh well. Well, the reason why you haven't found it, Pan, is because you're playing the build that actually uses it. Like, if you ignore your Bow Druid and move on to another character for a few months, you'll find one of the homing Nova shot item. Stormfront helmet. Oh yeah, that one. Make that a viable skill. I forget which one that is. But yeah, I do know what you're talking about with that. I mean, you know, like, of course I would find, not that I ended up using it anyway when I was given it, but of course I would find Nimin Jushin on the Unholy Melee Paladin before it got buffed. But I didn't find it with the Thorn Warden when I could have actually used that. At least in theory, because I ended up not using it anyway. Like right here, I would like Hide of the Basilisk, but someone who's not even thinking about Hide of the Basilisk will probably get it and probably end up either trading it or signeting it. And I am not farming Natasha's Legacy either. Actually, I don't even think that gives spell damage, but whatever. So I think I'll keep this going for a little bit longer. I don't know exactly how long. But if I happen to actually get the other 2 fragments needed for getting the trophy, then I will definitely end on that note. But at this rate, it doesn't look like that's going to happen, since I'm getting shafted literally constantly. Hold on, I'll read that comment here in a sec. Okay, of course I didn't get it. Killed Athala without Nova Shot, it only took 40 minutes. Yeah, that's about... Well, that's still less time than it took me with the Javazon, though I didn't have Paragon like I should have had. Oh, now I'm over 200 signets. 2 hits, die, repeat. Yeah, that's pretty much how, yeah, that's pretty much the Javazon, too. Oh, there's 1 fragment. Please don't get killed by the fucking broken, invisible fucking trigger for, Witchwind, please. Thank you. That's 2. All I need is 1 more. If I could do... Okay, I really need to get rid of some of this crap. Do I have an enchanted craft? Oh yeah, I do. What? Are apples still useful? Fuck no. They only give 100 health regenerated per second, which is pretty much nothing. Like, if you're doing it... Oh, yeah, I need to throw them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you're right. I needed to throw them out a long time ago. It's like... No, actually, that would be more than what it would have given in the past, actually. But it would be a lot less than what it used to give. Especially if you stacked increased healing rate from apples modifier. Oh... It still happens. Whatever. Like, the stuff that you really need apples for, such as Witch and Void, you would be respecting to Vitality, and yeah, it's... apples are no good. Also, real quick, I'm gonna open up something real quick. Okay. I just wanted to throw up my hardware monitor. Computer's getting a little hot, but it's nothing to be too concerned with. Also, I'm going to bring up Task Manager real fast, see how much... Oh. Okay. Yeah, well, it's not that warm anyway. Well, I would say this used to not be a problem, but it probably actually was a problem. I never knew it, because I never had, like, I replaced my CPU a while ago. Because, like, basically I'm a dumb shit and misdiagnose stuff. So I ended up getting a new CPU, and I probably didn't need another CPU. But regardless, I'm stuck with this one now. Also throw that out. And this new fan here is just way too loud and obnoxious. I wouldn't even care if it was as hot as it is if it weren't for this fan being so shit. I shouldn't even say it's a bad fan, it's just that it's too damn loud. Although, since those days, I've adjusted my OBS recording settings to be less CPU intensive. Can I just use my old fan? No, because, like a fucking moron, I didn't attach it properly back in there, and it's broken now. It fell on something, one of the blades broke, it ended up making a grinding noise, and then it ended up not working after that. Because I'm a dumb shit. Although, I could order another heatsink if it's compatible, or just replace the fan and see if that would work, but still. Yeah, I threw the old heatsink away. Also, I should point out it was just a stock, that this one I'm using now, like the other one, is just a stock heatsink fan provided with the CPU. It's an Athlon AMD processor, in case anyone's in case anyone wants to know. Yeah, unfortunately we have no real... Yeah, unfortunately, when it comes to ordering stuff like that, there's no real way to know other than what people say on review websites like Newegg and such. But a general rule of thumb is if the reviews are less than 3 stars, then don't buy it. And that's true of pretty much anything. Amazon, eBay, what have you. If it's less than 3 stars, something's up. And also, I do... well... And no fragment. If I knew how, I would just try and fix it myself. But I don't know what I can do to potentially either make the fan run more effectively and thus not have to spin as much, or to make the spinning more quiet. Like, I'm not too worried about it, though, because the computer hasn't crashed at all since I had OBS. Since I changed my OBS settings to run at a reduced pace. Or OBS to not take up as much... basically, so it wouldn't be as strenuous on the CPU to record and stream with OBS. That's where my problems started a long time ago. So since I've done that, it hasn't crashed at all, so I'm not too worried. Also, I just found Dream Flange. Okay. That's really cool. So this is with no MOs, and I haven't MO'd lightning damage. And like this, I MO'd with lightning spell damage and plus energy factor. Breaking one rule. What would that be? Finding useful stuff. Oh yeah, yes. I am definitely breaking the rules. Also, what did I MO this with? What did I MO this with? Did I MO this with more cast speed? I might have. Huh. Oh well. So I think if I MO this with the energy factor or spell damage. Oh crap! I didn't remember to summon. Then yeah, they would do a lot more damage. Also, I probably want to keep this around if I want to do Dimensional Labyrinth, because I'll keep this here for now, because it gives increased max resistances, which I'm gonna need 80. I'm gonna need high 80s or 90% for Labyrinth if I'm going to do it. Shift button got stuck. I think I will probably end up trying Dimensional Labyrinth with each build I do from now on, just to see how far I can get. But I'm not going to make a super huge effort to beat Demos. Demos, whatever. I don't care how you pronounce it properly. As if I pronounce everything correctly anyway. Dead Lake's Lady is still useful. It's not bad to find if you get one, but it's by no means the best item you could get. Like, there's plenty of items better than Dead Lakes at this point. I mean, if I had one, I absolutely would use it. Because it would be better than Void Stream, for sure. Like, the only bad thing with that is it doesn't really give any, Lightning Pierce. If it gave Lightning Pierce, it would be infinitely better. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean, Kyle Doom. Also, but Dead Lake's Lady is really cheap, so chances are, unless you're actually wanting Dead Lake's Lady, you'll probably end up finding one. Like, if I were to go on the auction house right now, I could probably get, like, if I actually knew how to use it, I could probably get one for, like, 100 trade gold or less. I think I found tons of them on other builds. Also, what's this? Nah, no good. You got one. Stereox, or Stereox ass. I'm sorry. Are you playing a build that can use it? Because, like, I'll take it off your hands if you're willing to give it up for free. If not, that's fine. Yeah, that's pretty much how it is. Although I did just find Dream Flange, so that's a build that could actually... So, I mean, this is obviously a build that can use it, so... Cyanide, Pally, and Boson. I know the Cyanide build or set is not as godly as it used to be since they nerfed the slow on it. But how is it still? I assume it's still really awesome though. And there's the last fragment. Now, this probably won't help too much since I have Tainted Blood, which gives a crap ton of total character defense. But hey, that's the last one I need for the trophy. Where's that Zod? Ooh. Oh yeah, and I actually want an answer to this question. Can you get flat attack rating and bonus attack rating on the same roll? Or are they in the same group, meaning that they both can't spawn at the same... on the same roll? Because if it can, I may try and... Whenever I next do a combat build that requires AR, I may try and get flat attack rating and bonus attack rating on the same roll. Although, for some reason, I think those would be in the same group, meaning that you can't use both of them. Or that you can't get both modifiers at once. So I'm going to end the stream with a little bit of Neelathok farming. Try get up to 250 total Signets. They're on the same group. Damn it. I mean, don't get me wrong. The fact that you can get flat attack rating at all off jewels is a really good thing, because it would help with if you mixed your flat and also I need to get this flat and bonus attack rating, you can get really high levels without investing too much in dex, which is always good. Where's my legacy? There's my legacy. Oh yeah. All right, let's see. 180. Ooh, 4,000. 4,000 extra defense. That's nice. Now to actually start some Signet farming. So would anyone be interested in seeing more Signet farming at this point? Keeping in mind that all it would be is me running Neolithok over and over and over again, or should I just do that off screen? I'd be fine either way. And this is a necessary evil that I have to do at some point, no matter what. Which I usually don't do, because I'm an idiot. But, yeah, it is an absolutely necessary evil to Signet farm all the way up to 400. No. Also, I can't tell if my chat room died or not. Alright, good night, Pan. Or it might be morning where you're at. Oh yeah, I wouldn't be doing this as a standalone video. I would run out of things to say immediately. Ah. Okay. Actually, I don't think I'm going to get up to 250 signets. I think I'll just go up until YouTube, or until my OBS timer says 2 hours, 20 minutes. I think that's long enough for a filler stream. And once I get my, and I will do my jewel crafting off screen too, of course. Someone else asked about that pan. I have not seen it, although my brother sent me a link to it on my Facebook, and I'll have to watch that at some point. I'm not going to do a thoughts video on it, because, like, there'll be plenty of people doing thoughts videos on it, but it is something I will check out and talk about next time I do a stream or record a segment. I don't know, I still haven't played D3. You don't know if you have faith in Blizzard to make a good game? Is this because of the Diablo Immortal debacle? Or is it just because Blizzard have gone kind of downhill over the past however many years? Oh, I see. Yeah, trying to appeal to more than just their core. Yeah. Yeah, that is a problem. Yeah, I do agree. Good morning, Christopher. Unfortunately, you missed just about the entire stream. I'm just doing some quick Neolithok runs to get more Signets. I doubt it'll be near as good as Diablo 2 was back in its heyday, nor do I think it'll be as good as Diablo 1 was. Though I do think there's a good chance that it could be better than Diablo 3. I haven't played it, that one, but there is a chance it could definitely be better than that. I mean, at least as long as they don't pull a Bethesda and release something like what they did with Fallout 76 and then charge $100 subscription a month for that. As long as they don't do something stupid like that with Diablo 4, then I don't think we have too much to worry about. And I think I said $100 a month. I meant to say $100 a year. Capcom probably would have tried doing something stupid like that with RE6, but everyone who bought, well, a lot of people who bought that game returned it on the day they got it, and they lost a shitload of money because of it. Alright, so I think I'm going to do maybe a couple more Neolithok runs, and then I'm definitely going to be ending the stream here. Maybe 3 more after this one. Maybe 3 more, including this one. Okay. Throw out some Slayers. Oh, I'm dead, I'm dead. Oh, somehow I'm not dead. Okay. Okay. Pulse pain. Okay, one more run. One more run. Reopen my dashboard just in case chat died. Okay. This chatbot works on YouTube. I don't have any chatbots on my channel. Simply because I don't want to be bothered with setting it up or paying anything for it. But they can work on YouTube if I were to get one. But the stream has been running for, according to YouTube, 2 hours, 22 minutes, and 50 seconds. Alright, do I know Baldur's Gate? Yes, I do know of that game. I haven't played it ever, though. Which I probably should change at some point. Alright. And he is dead, so I've done all I feel like doing for tonight. I mean, I could still talk a little bit about Baldur's Gate real quick if you want. If not, then I'll be heading out. Alright, so I think I'm about done here. Game with much mods. Like I said, I've heard of it. I don't know much about it. It's afternoon here. Afternoon where you are. Here it's 12:40 in the morning, so. Alright, so like I said, I'm wrapping this up. I will see you guys later, and hope you enjoy yourselves. Have a nice day.